New all-time highs on the S&P and on the Nasdaq. And if you'd watched my video on Sunday, you would have been prepared for it. We were ready for the divergence, but we knew the market was still bullish. Now, if you got caught trying to short tops today, then you didn't understand market structure and you didn't have your eye on that 500 mark, on the SPY or the 5000 break, on the E-mini. So let's just go over what happened today, what we were looking at in the room, the weekly model, and what we might get next. And as always, we're going to start off by hopping over into the charts. So here we go. This is an hourly chart right here, but I actually want to start on a daily chart because that's really what you needed to be paying attention to the last few days. So to start off the week, we had inside bars, okay? Monday and Tuesday, quite clearly inside bars. What do I mean by that? They were inside of the range created on Friday. And what you get with the building of inside bars is a massive buildup of stops and liquidity because everyone's trading in a very, very small range, which is why on range days, you need to be playing the edges for rotation. But based on the weekly model, we knew today we were going to get expansion. Now, if anyone who's taken my course or watched the videos where I give it away for free, my weekly model is based on a Monday and Tuesday high and low of the week, and only one of those will be broken 80% of the time. And when one of those is broken, it's very clear you are looking for a breakout of that range with a huge move up, so a breakout, a break and retest, or you are looking for a failed breakout and a fake out and return back to the lows, okay? Those are the two options. So today, as you can see on the weekly model, here's your Monday high, here is your Monday low. Tuesday's low is inside of Monday's range and Tuesday's high is inside of Monday's range. So once we broke that previous day high and Monday high, we exploded out, didn't we? We actually gapped up overnight. So let's get into that now. So I've actually come into a 10-minute chart here because I want you to see what me and my team were looking at. We were quite clearly looking for a cup and handle this morning, okay? I gave them three options. This was one, a cup and handle with the push higher. The next one was very similar, where it would have been a cup but with a confirmed breakout and then a retest and an expansion. And the third one would have been a failed breakout, all right? Something where it fakes everyone out and does a lower high, lower low, and then rotates all the way back down. So those were the three options, but we were bullish. We were bullish. We weren't looking for the third one unless it presented itself. We wanted to stay with the higher time frame momentum. The monthly is bullish, the weekly is bullish, the daily is bullish, the 4 hours bullish, the hourly is bullish. Why are you trying to short that? That is not a short, okay? Do not be looking for the counter trend plays. You are looking for shorts for something this big when you have that much range for a bullish momentum, okay? Don't get caught saying things like, it's up too high, it's got to come down. Those are traps in your brain playing with you. You must not do that. Follow the momentum, wait for the pullbacks and take it. And that's what me and the team did. So you can see right here, this blue box at the top, this would have been supply, okay? This was supply. We were looking for the retest of supply and then the creation of the handle. So right now I'm just going to zoom in to here, okay? We were looking for the retest of supply and the creation of the handle, and we got it right here. We created this IB low at 10 o'clock, and then we had the expansion higher, and I was long into this for the move up, okay? And I was selling into the extensions. Now, how did I get the extensions? I went over it in the video on Sunday, so hopefully you watched that, but it's very easy. You go from a fib from the top to the bottom, okay? And really, I wanted this 161 and 150, which I have marked out here, and this is the full measured move. But we also had to consider the intraday move, okay? The intraday move was an extension just off this liquidity created right here. And as you can see, we ripped right the way up to the 3618, okay? So pretty big move there, and if you didn't get that, you could have done it off the handle base this morning. So if you were getting long in this handle, as I was, you could have done one right here, okay? And as you can see, the 2618 held up as the final target. Now, I sold into this measured move, right? I was looking for this measured move. It was about a 4-hour trade. It was very simple, very quick, and very easy. So had absolutely no stress on that trade whatsoever. And as you can see, even on the 10-minute, the flow zones are pointing upwards, and the 3-minute and the 2-minute, which is what I like to trade off, are telling you that all dips are getting soaked. So there is absolutely no reason to be looking short on this today. The next trade I gave to my room and quite simply pointed it out was this right here. So let's make it nice and clear. Okay, this is what shorts were looking for. They thought we were suddenly going to do a downtrend, but all we were doing was trapping the liquidity for a flag. All right, really, really nice in here. And we had the breakout and retest of this flag. And on the lower time frame, we actually had an imbalance right here, okay, which held, right? This imbalance held, and it started to soak off it. So you'll see that push up, pull down, soaking off that imbalance, and it started to grind up and give new highs. Now up here, I'm not interested in any of this. In fact, as you'll see right now, I warned my team, do not be buying breakouts of all-time highs. That is a mugs game. You will become someone else's liquidity, okay? Everyone's stops are up here, and all smart money is selling into that stop run. We are in a new territory now of all-time highs. So that means we're in price discovery. So you must not be buying all-time highs. So that being said, let's have a think about what might happen for the remainder of the week. And the first thing is I expect a little bit of profit taking, okay? Because today we didn't really dig that deep to retest many areas. And if I just move this over to regular trading hours, you will see that we left a pretty significant gap, all right? So this is the Asia and London session gap. That means there is a good chance at some point this will get filled. Now, it does not have to be this week. My weekly model says we are bullish this week, but we have now expanded past that Tuesday high. So there is absolutely nothing wrong with this coming back down into range. I do not expect us to take out the Monday low, okay? I just expect us to come back into range at some point. It doesn't have to happen this week. This gap can remain open, but I am going to be very aware of it because we have a range down here which we created for this explosive move up. Now, other than that small test which happened over about a 5-minute period this morning of this breakout, we haven't really retested it. But we are still making higher highs and higher lows. So I am not interested in looking for the short, okay? I am not going to look for the short until the market tells me that it's ready to roll over. If and when it's ready, I will look for the short because we have built up a large amount of liquidity here. It's possible we can build liquidity here and maybe next week we get this kind of move here, back down into range, and then we'll have to see if it's still bullish again. But for now, I am remaining bullish. So I am looking for pullbacks into good areas where I can get long. The only way I will stop doing that is if we have a huge blow-off move, okay? If Nvidia rips through 700, everyone's stops start to run, and we start to show weakness on volume, okay? If we rip through on a large volume bar and it starts to turn and get heavy, and I think I can take a counter trend short, I will take that counter trend short down to a higher time frame level, and maybe it will break that level, but I will be playing it assuming that it will not be breaking any levels. So that would be a counter trend, not a pro trend short. If all this sounds like jargon to you and you are thinking, what is he on about? I need to learn this. Then you really need to be doing the Flow Zone Trader course. I will teach you from an absolute novice who has absolutely no experience in the stock market and get you prepared to trade on side with momentum, or as I call it, with market flow. Trading from zone to zone with market flow. And right now, there's $200 off. So you can grab it right now for $299. It's over a 20-hour course, and you also get free entry into my Discord room where I am making assessments on the market live every day. And as if that isn't enough, right now Apex is back with its 80% sale on, so you can grab up to 20 accounts right now and start your challenge. You can get the link down below. Using my code at checkout will get you 80% off. Trade safe the rest of the week. I look forward to having some of you in the room. Until then, trade safe.